Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers yet again produced another superb European result on the back of domestic disappointment, scudding Nice by 4-1 in France. And if you haven't seen this game, don't be surprised that it was 4-1. When you watch it, the only surprise is that it wasn't 8 or 9, because that is how dominant Rangers were. And again, when you think about the performance that we witnessed at the weekend, to go to this level and produce, what a strange team we have. But tonight was the night that Hamza Igman arrived as a Rangers player. He was superb. He scored 2, he had an assist. And the manager made the right call, finally dropping Cyril Dessers, who hasn't been contributing all that much recently. He put in Igman. And the thing is, Igman has had a couple of starts this season, hasn't really done much, but he's a young player. He's inexperienced. He has rough edges that need knocked off him, but they only get knocked off by playing. That's the thing. He needs to be in the side. He will get better. Dessers will not. And that's why we need to give him game and accept that there will be times he is a little bit quiet in matches. But having him and Danilo back will at least give us some options to be able to change within games. But apart from that, there were no other changes from the side that played at the weekend. And right from the start, Rangers were well in it. Rangers were comfortable. We had chances to take the lead early on, including a 3-on-2 that should have led to a goal by Rami bursting through. Should have fed in Černý, didn't. He fed in Igman, but he played a ball. It was the wrong ball and it was slightly too far away from him, which meant that he kind of second-guessed himself. He should have just toe-poked it, but instead he tried to turn inside and the chance was lost. But the goal wasn't delayed all that long. All of this came, though, after the most bizarre penalty incident you've ever seen in your life. First of all, there's a shot towards the Rangers goal, which John Souttar blocks. Then Connor Barron knocks the ball away. And then finally the cross is deflected wide off Sterling. And the referee gives a penalty and he points to John Souttar and says it's for handball against you. And John Souttar waits. VAR have a look at it and see quite clearly it hits him in the stomach. The ref goes over to the telly, but he then, after seeing it, says, "Oh, could you forward it to see the Barron one?" And they forward that, and they see that Barron plays the ball. And then he says, "Could you forward that to the next one?" And then it's quite clear that it hits to John Sterling on the side. So they had 3 goes at giving a penalty and couldn't manage it, and it was correctly ruled out. And, you know, VAR is at critics, but if that had been given, it would have been dreadfully unfair, and who knows if it would have changed the night. But Rangers sense vulnerability in the Nice defence, and my God, was it there. And when we did take the lead, it was a cross into the box. Brilliant play by Igman. He doesn't give it up. He comes in, wins it, then taps it back to Václav Černý. He has a shot, and it takes 2 deflections and goes in. But, hey, that's what happens when you shoot, something that I moan about the Rangers team not doing enough of. And then a couple of minutes later, literally a couple of minutes later, it was 2. A nice chipped in ball. Looked as though it was the keeper's, but he leaves it to a defender. He leaves it to him. Mo Diamandi isn't worried about that. He just nips in. Lovely finish with it, but just gets a clip on it to put it past the keeper. I saw some people saying online, "Oh, do you think he meant it?" Well, what else do you think he was trying to do? Do you think he was trying to play it out for a goal kick? Of course he meant it. He's just trying to get something on it to get the goal, and he did. And you're expecting Nice to come roaring back, but Rangers had control with, again, Raskin and Barron. Excellent, winning everything in the middle of the park. And then we made it 3. Now, this is horrendous from Nice. It's a pass back to the keeper, but Igman's sharp. He reads it, he gets on it, rounds the keeper, and then he calmly just walked towards the goal with a guy on the line and put it past them. It seemed to last about 5 minutes, and I was going, just shoot, but eventually he did, and it was 3-0. Second half even, I think it says a lot about how our season's been, that we were going, right, okay, you know, we don't want them coming back into it, but Hamza settled the nerves not long after it. And again, it's poor defending, they're trying to play it from the back, but again, he's alive and alert, he wins it, and he takes the ball on, goes round the defender, and with, at the back post, Černý screaming for it, he curls a delicious shot round the goalkeeper for 4. Rangers then made so many chances after that. We brought on Ridvan Yilmaz. He's had a chance where he's burst right through the middle of the park, a toe poke from the keeper. There's also a header that he should have scored with. Cyril Dessers has missed an absolute sitter from about 3 yards. God knows how he managed it. They did get one back, a free kick towards the end of the game, and played goal music at 4-0 down, which always makes me smile. But that's 10 points in the Europa League, and that will be enough for a playoff place at worst. It means that going into the Man United and Tottenham games, we really don't have to worry particularly, and that'll free us up, I think, to play a bit better, not needing something from these games, and that ability to relax, I think, will get a better performance. But what Rangers need to do is improve in the league, improve domestically. We scored more goals in the first half tonight away in France than we've scored away all season in the league, and that's the problem. And tonight, even some of the decision making wasn't what it could be. But we've got to start taking from these European games something that springboards us into the league. These can't be these weird one-offs where we all enjoy the night, but until we start getting better domestic performances, then it's going to be very hard for anyone to say a corner has been turned. But my God, 4-1 away in France, I'll take that any time. And the team have performed very, very well in the Europa League. Can we start playing all our fixtures on a Thursday? That would be ideal. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll have loads more coverage of this over on Patreon, patreon.com/Heart and Hand. And I'll be back with the free show on Monday. So I'll talk to you after the St Johnstone game. Until then, what a night. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.